Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Carrie.
I'm Janine.
And we are the Idea Ladies from the Passionate Home in Downtown Langley. Good morning. Yay. Candace is here as well behind the camera.
Good morning.
We're super excited to have you here today. We're here every Friday at 9:30, except for today, it's 9:31.
We're just talking.
Time just goes flies by when you're having fun. We hope to inspire you and give you ideas of how to create a beautiful life. Yes, Candace, don't trip over.
I know, I'm looking
you.
what's behind me
Do you have
today.
any friends with us this morning?
Comments will appear here. I'm not seeing any yet, so come and join us. It's my first time doing it sideways, so
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you doing it sideways?
no. I mean, we're holding it this way.
Because we've had Neve
You've
here.
had Neve. Sorry, I've been away.
That's right. Well, good morning. We hope you are there. If you're not catching us live, you'll see later today. Today we are going to give you ideas on how to set a festive table. At first we just thought, oh, you know, what did we talk about?
I know.
But then the ideas start flying in. So we hope to give you lots. We're going to talk for about 20 minutes, give you lots of ideas. And if you have anything you'd like to share or any questions, just please type them in,
Yeah.
and Candace will read them back. Does that sound like a good idea?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Where should we even start? Should we? Well, there's so much.
Okay, you start with a blank table.
Okay. So,
You know?
so the first thing we were debating is, do you set a table with a tablecloth?
Right.
Or do you leave the wood exposed?
I'm moving. I'm in the mirror. Oh my God. What's going on?
If you have a beautiful table like this farmhouse table, we've chosen to leave it exposed.
Right.
But of course, you could use a tablecloth, and that would kind of set your color tone and the feel for your holiday.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the options of using runners, which you can run down the center. Where's
the airport.
Down the center of the runway, or over each place setting.
Which is neat. I like that idea, right?
Yeah.
Crisscross. Yeah.
Or there's also the idea of using placemats,
Exactly.
right? Would you use all three? Table
Um,
cloth and a runner
I
and
usually,
placemats?
I mean, you definitely can. Depends how wide your table is also.
Mhm.
Like this one's pretty narrow, so I think I would use a tablecloth and placemats or a runner. And this, like we don't have a traditional runner, but we have greenery down the middle, right? So
Right.
that kind of takes
Mhm.
place of that.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, if you wanted to have a runner, like a holiday runner, your tablecloth should be neutral, like a white
Yeah.
or neutral color, and then you can put your pattern fun stuff out.
Exactly.
So that would be the first thing you would do is, well, first make your table big enough for all the people who are coming over
Yeah.
in your
Get the leaf.
bubble.
Gotta find the leaf. That
Yeah.
might take a little while. I never know where I put it.
And then a tablecloth. It could also be a blanket or a carpet or whatever, right?
Right? Think outside the box.
Exactly.
Burlap. Just layer it up.
Scarf.
You know? Yeah.
Pretty
scarves,
scarf.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, then what?
Well, and then I think you're going to start talking about, well, you could, there's different types of placemats. We kind of didn't talk about them.
Okay.
So there's circles, and we've got these beautiful ones that are like sparkly and pretty, right? But you
I
can
love
also
this.
use like wood rounds, which I love to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you kind of need,
You could use this and a wood round
Yeah.
on top of this. This is a beautiful neutral holiday without being like, ooh, in your face holiday.
right? That's the thing. I think start layering, and I never think it's too much, right?
Mhm.
At Christmas, I just feel like you can just keep adding. It doesn't even matter if you're going to use all your plates. Just
Actually, there's a runner. Is this a runner? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the, Candace, can you see this runner here with the gold? Look at how those two
Right,
things, they don't
so-
match, but they go.
Oh,
They definitely
they
go.
match.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
pretty.
Not with
gorgeous.
these, just so you know.
No. Yeah.
No,
Don't do
that.
that.
That's
That's a no. Okay, so, and you
Okay.
also have the round one?
Yeah, so this is kind of like, I have chargers that are silver, kind of like this, so, you know, I do the placemat and then the charger, and then you can do all your vintage dishes or regular dishes. So we kind of talked about that too, right? Like, don't forget.
Don't break
Pull
down
out,
this dish.
pull out grandma's china and, or your own, like I have a china collection, and they're all different. So each plate has a different rose pattern on it or something
Beautiful.
like that. And just start layering, right?
So underneath here you have like a very modern neutral plate,
Yeah.
and then an antique vintage plate.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you can do a pretty like patterned plate,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. And then your napkin placement too.
Yeah, so we were talking about different napkins. Do you use paper napkins or do you use a linen napkin.
Right.
Now the linen napkin is more environmentally friendly, although you have to wash it in the end, so there is that debate. But there's lots of ways to place your napkin. So what we've done here is put it under the plate. You can also, yeah. Actually, Janine had a really great idea about using the anti-slone chalk paint to put an initial. So if Janine was supposed
cute.
to sit here and put a J, yeah. You could also put it, oh, I forgot that, it's under there. Just as simple as putting it on like that, or in a glass like this.
See, if you monogram them with chalk paint, then it's a gift they can take home,
Yeah,
and you don't have to do the laundry.
Yeah.
This one's folded a little bit fancier into a flower detail, right? So then you just put your plate on top of it.
Good morning to Pauline and Leanne.
Good morning. Actually, the napkin is kind of a funny thing because there's so many. You could just actually put it like that for those who use a napkin ring, right?
Yes, I've got like vintage napkin rings, so I want them on the top.
Yeah,
So
beautiful.
Janine and I were talking yesterday about different ideas to set a table, and I said, well, what about the napkin? And she goes, well, I can make it into a turkey.
Okay.
What?
Exactly. And I'm thinking to myself, no.
Okay,
We're not
here we
really
go.
gonna do this, are we? No, you don't need to.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. This is something you didn't know about Janine.
Okay, you roll it in from each side. Join the ends. I don't even know if I can do this right now.
You did it yesterday.
It's hilarious,
I thought it was
but-
pretty funny. Does anybody else? I can fold one into a crane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
can.
look at-
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah. I'm like, I can fold one into a fan.
Yeah.
See, so you can have some fun with the different napkins.
You want to
right?
learn how to do this? Come in later.
That's right. So paper versus cloth. So we said under the plate, putting it in a glass. You made your lovely turkey.
Right.
You showed the way, like this
Yeah,
flower
the
napkin
flower.
is kind of good. What about nameplates? Like,
Yes. Well,
like,
there's so many options, right?
when we were growing up, well, actually, I was growing up at this point. My mother always had my kids make the little nameplates. So this is a way to get the kids involved in setting the table. They would say, make a nameplate for each person coming, and then put it around the table.
Yeah.
So here are some ideas for that.
So this one says grandma. You had said this could be the, like, because it's a little crown, could be the matriarch of the family. I thought a great idea would be to put a little ornament on everybody's plate. I mean, you could still do the name tag, but okay, so this would be for my husband because he loves vintage trucks. The vintage lover could have a little antique ornament, and they could take these home, right? And I always say, I love love, so I would get a little heart, and you could just put each one on everybody's
You're really standing around going, which one's mine?
I know. Well, what if you did this combination with the initial on your napkin, and then you would.
Oh,
right?
so
So
perfect.
this was a J, and I had my little heart, right? I think
Yeah.
that's so pretty.
Yeah. We also have these little toboggans actually in, and again,
Coming in
with
close,
the
they're
little
so
seat,
cute.
You could put it there and put
Yeah.
grandma's name or whoever,
So cute.
right?
Yeah, that
So
was.
sweet.
We also talked about using a pine cone
Yeah,
for
that's.
the name tag as well.
You can put a little ornament in the glass, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that didn't have anything to do with name tag, but I think.
I was like,
for
keep
setting-
going off topic. I have a list, Janine. Can we just stick to the list?
Sorry.
We have these little laurel wreaths, which are also an ornament that I thought would look beautiful on the plate as well. And then you could put somebody's name on it in paper or in the middle of it, and then they could take this home. Or you could use a beautiful pen and just write their name on it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And the date or something.
Mhm.
So we do have some of these
So
left
cute.
as well. Let's see, they're $10. So yeah, that's an idea. We actually have lots of little ornaments to dress up your table. These are like $5, and then the people can take them home.
Right.
Sorry, Candace, I'm not doing I'm not doing a good job.
Beautiful.
Really pretty, right?
Yeah.
What about dressing the back of a chair?
Yeah, okay, so I have a little
Okay, I'm walking backwards. I don't want to fall.
So, well, we thought these scarves are a great idea because I'm always freezing. You know, grandmas
And
are
grandmas
usually
are always
cold.
chilly,
So
yeah.
you can have this here so that each person can grab it and just throw it over their shoulders.
Yeah.
You could also just use a little piece of ribbon and tie something to the back of each chair, which is so pretty.
So pretty.
Right? And it could be an ornament as well, a little wreath.
Mhm.
So cute.
The one thing we haven't covered is how to actually actually like what to put on the center of your table and how to decorate it. And Janine came in this morning with a photo where they had tons of tea lights all over the place.
Wow.
And it was just glowing beautiful. So you could use like a proper tea light holder. Were you going to say something, Candace?
Yeah, I would catch myself on fire.
Well, okay,
That's
well,
all.
we got you
So.
covered because you could use little battery operated ones, right?
And these ones even
And
flicker.
look at
They're
this
so
one.
pretty.
Yeah, this is an LED light, so they come in the silver like this and a sparkly
Just seeing if you can see
silver.
that it's on there. And it
Yeah.
flickers. Yeah,
Yeah.
so pretty.
So pretty.
So you could put these all over in tea light holders, or you may have vintage glassware. Like, look at how beautiful this is.
So
Yeah.
the tea light in the bottom, and then it might be a little warm, but you're not going to catch on fire.
Because
Yeah.
it's taller, right? Yeah. And actually, it just kind of, this particular glass goes with the gold dishes,
Right.
the gold ornaments.
Mhm.
The other thing about the center of the table is what we have mostly here is one long garland.
Yeah.
Just an artificial garland, and then we've stuck in some actual real salal leaves, and then more lighting. So
Yeah.
what do we have for that? What do we have for that, Janine?
The ones that are on here are quite long. That's this pack. So this one's 21, 25, and you can just, it's battery operated, so that's nice. But look at this one. It's also got little leaves on it and this jute string.
So
So
pretty.
We
That
have
just
a few
came
of these
in.
out
Yeah.
in the store, so you can come see it.
So there's lots of things you can do. I mean, we've just decorated this table with pine cones and acorns and natural grains, and that sort of thing goes with anyone's decor, right?
Right.
The only thing I don't love about this is that when you're sitting across from somebody, these candles are high. So you may remove them when you're actually eating,
Yeah.
but it just depends on what's going on.
They're quite narrow. Like, I know you don't want anything blocking, like a
Right.
huge floral arrangement or
Yeah.
anything, right?
But
Sure.
so you could get away with it.
I think you could.
The other thing is some people choose to put the food on the table.
Yeah.
Family
And some
style.
people put them on the island in the other room. So we came up with this idea.
So if you put this down the center of your table, you could put all your appies on here and stuff, right?
Yeah,
That
beautiful.
would be really pretty. So you could start out sitting at the table and just.
It encourages people to sit at the table and get them
Yeah.
out of your messy kitchen because
Yeah.
it's always a kitchen party before the dinner bell goes.
Right.
So if you have the appies set up at the table, that will encourage the people to sit, and then you can easily lift it off whatever's left before dinner is served. Now,
Yeah.
oh, I have something in my eye.
Oh no.
When you serve dinner, you still want to put them in pretty dishes.
Right? So think about what your serving platters look like. We have lots of vintage pretty dishes here at the store.
beautiful.
And I'm sure you've got like casserole dishes and stuff that you could make a little bit pretty. You could wrap them with burlap and some little twine. I forgot
Coming
about
in
this
here.
idea. This was the little salt shaker, so you could put these at everybody's place setting too.
That would be pretty.
Lovely.
Here.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty cute. You can
Yeah,
still put it in the
that's
main tray.
very pretty.
So that's just these salt and pepper,
shakers.
Yeah.
Take the lid off.
Yeah. Also, all your serving platters don't necessarily have to match.
Yeah.
I have a whole collection of vintage different
Right.
ones, and each one has come from somebody different. So when we use this one particularly, it belongs to a friend's mother, Jonathan's mother, and so I've kept it and I pull it out every year. I use my Nana's cranberry dish every year, so that they're not, we still are remembering people from the holidays.
Love that.
And I don't have vintage dinner plates, but I do have vintage cake plates. So when we get to dessert, I always use Nana's Limoges for,
Let's see.
for dessert.
So beautiful.
So then
So
they
pretty.
are still with us. So do dust off, wash that old stuff, and polish it up, and incorporate it into your meal.
We have some older things available too if you don't have everything, right? Like, so we sell these as well, so vintage ones.
So this is your typical gravy dish,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have to be typical. You could do something like this.
Oh, that's a gravy.
Well,
it
you could
could
use
be
it for
because
that,
it's
right?
got
It's got the
liqueur
spout.
stuff.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
and cranberry sauce because you'd see the red through. Right?
Yeah.
But this is also perfect for gravy for pouring. It doesn't have to be the typical things.
So if you were going to do a breakfast table, I would also put my syrup in here.
Syrup,
right?
Mhm.
How pretty. Oh.
That's the other
Hollandaise.
thing. Is some people don't just have Christmas dinner. They may
Right.
have a big Christmas brunch or breakfast.
Yeah.
Take the same care in putting together those meals as well.
Right?
Yeah.
So you want to think about your different glassware. So if you were doing breakfast, you would do these little beautiful champagne flutes. So you could do mimosas or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So you're going to change your glasses depending.
Do you have a breakfast like drink you have in
Usually we
Christmas
do
morning.
mimosas.
Mimosas.
Yeah.
You do too?
Yeah,
Baileys with
often.
coffee.
Yeah, or Bailey's and coffee.
Does anybody else have a breakfast or Christmas morning drink? We have Bloody Mary or Caesars in the
Oh, do you?
morning.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another tradition, well, it's a tradition, this is an idea I'm going to share with you. I've done it a few times. And when you set your table, I have made copies of the song, The 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
And usually we have 12 people, and if you have more than that, you can group them in twos, and put the words on every set. So then, after everyone's had a glass of wine, you're going to sing the 12 Days of Christmas. So whoever's like, the first day of Christmas, they sing, and then you all sing, you know, at the end. So everybody has a chance, and it's really funny to see grandma sing,
Yeah.
you know, and then it's nothing but giggles and fun, and
Right.
it costs nothing.
Yeah.
And one year my dad didn't want to play, but he did
Aw.
in the end. So, yeah. I'm like, you cannot sit at this table and not sing. Everybody's singing 12 Days Christmas. Charcuterie board, we talked about decorating the back of the chairs, serving platters. Did we miss anything?
I don't know. I think we covered quite a bit of stuff, right?
Yeah.
We did not discuss our sale. So,
Can I give one more idea
Oh,
before we go
okay,
on to sale?
okay.
I know you guys want to know about sale, but I was just thinking about if you don't have a tablecloth big enough, you can use your bed sheets.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Wash it.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But plain white is always nice.
it is.
And you can put another piece of plywood, a bigger piece of plywood, on top of the table you already have to give that extra length.
Oh,
Or bring
yeah.
two tables together. Often we move the sofas out of the way and bring in another table
Yeah.
and make the whole living room a dining room if you don't
Mhm.
necessarily have the space.
Yeah, that's
Okay, let's talk sale.
Okay, so, you know, you need some plates and dishes and stuff, so let's do 20% off dinnerware this week. Or
Okay.
the weekend.
That's behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's
all these, yeah, and actually, like, this is just,
right? Like, let's layer it
let's
up.
layer this. This is pink, which is maybe not your traditional Christmas color, but well,
But I love
Can you
it.
come out of the light a
Yeah,
wee bit?
sorry.
It's so.
Are we blowing
There we
it up?
go. Yeah.
But imagine putting this on top of the gold. Let's just
Right?
try that.
Mm-hmm.
Or does it hide it? Well,
But
a little
it's,
bit,
I like the peeking
I like
out
it.
there.
right?
There's so many cute little things. Like, oh, I did this the wrong way. So, sorry guys. We do pink, right? There's all these little plates.
That's beautiful.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna put in this one right away, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh, you
It's
know
so
what?
pretty.
Watch this.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
watch, people. Oh no.
Oops, sorry, as I'm in the wrong.
Oh, even that looks pretty.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't even want to cover that center, but you could.
Yeah.
So there's lots of dishes here for you to mix and match. And the La Roche B glasses. So the plates, the bowls, the glassware, all on sale, 20% off this today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So we are open Sundays till 5 o'clock, noon to 5. Next week.
Next week, we are going to talk about stocking stuffers because it's getting down to crunch time. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe where the time is going.
So Mike, if you're watching, pay attention because your
Yeah.
ideas this morning were.
We might call you.
That's right, call us.
We are still collecting warm clothes for our friends at Night
Thank
Street
you.
Ministries. Candace is going to personally deliver them.
Mhm.
Anything that's warm, unisex, the larger the better. Hoodies, sweatpants, anything waterproof is great.
Yeah.
We have a gift certificate sale as well. So you can't combine it with other sales, but if you buy a gift certificate for $125, you can use that on anything in the store. But you'll get a free gift certificate for $20. So that one is not with any other sales or promotions, and it expires January 31st.
Yeah. So ladies, send your husbands in
Yeah.
for a $125 gift certificate, and then you get an extra 25.
Or just
spend.
buy one and then you can use it.
This is true.
Because you deserve it.
Right?
So we hope you have a great day. We hope we gave you some ideas and inspired you to set a beautiful table.
Mhm.
We look forward to seeing you next week.